Giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Harakah, Quadash. Giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to all the 144,000 elect out there. We are coming back at you with another lesson with the power and the spirit of Yahawashi Meshai. So we're going to start with 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Land backing off my video I did yesterday. We are workmen, right? Most High's workmen, institutionalized workmen to carry out this work. And we went into the word institutionalized. So 2 Timothy 2 and 15 says, Abu Raza, we're going to get into some words today, as yesterday couldn't do it. Some kind of glitch in the matrix, in the computer thing. You know how this thing go, you know. It's an inconsistent thing in this kingdom, especially with techie business. So yeah, let's read. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Right, so that's what the word we brought out yesterday, workman. And we're institutionalized workmen. We're institutionalized workmen to Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. And we gathered that it's a good thing to be institutionalized. Yeah, be strong. Thou therefore, going up to 1 of 2 Timothy 2. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahawashi Mashiach, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to the faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of a Mashiach, Yahawashi Mashiach. So there's nothing wrong. It's a beautiful thing to be a soldier, called to be a soldier of Yahweh, Yahawashi. It's a beautiful thing, right? Now let's get back to go over this quickly. The word that how it came to me through the elders and apostles on the when they was doing their Saturday live stream on the highways and the byways. The word institutionalized, and it stuck with me, so I looked it up. I'm not going to go all of the different etymologies and the Latin. We did that yesterday. The Old English, we did that yesterday, but I just want to go over this. This is one of my favorite ones here, where it talks about, give an example of institutionalized. It says, this institutionalized behavior, just, we went over it yesterday. We're going to briefly go over it again today, just to reaffirm the meaning. And it's a blessing to us. Institutionalized behavior results from being a member of what Everin Goffman called a total institution. For example, a prison, a mental asylum, an orphanage. For some reason I couldn't. I was butchering these words left, right, and centre. But isn't it funny how you one day you can't pronounce a word, the next day you pronounce them all right. A prison, a mental asylum, an orphanage, and so on. A person in a prison would be so used to living there, being locked up for a long time, that how he would find it difficult to live outside it. And we know some people. Some of us know some people who were institutionalized because of in and out of prison, or for whatever the case may be. They become institutionalized, not all able to cope with being outside, right? Asylums, orphanages, being brought up in care, and they become conditioned, a mindset. And that's the mindset. Now we've taken on board that mindset of being institutionalized, but we're soldiers of who? Thou therefore, 2 Timothy 2 and 3, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. That's who we're soldiers to. Yeah, so when you jump down to 15, we're soldiers of a Mashiach and workmen. Yes, 15, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now let's see if it lets us in today. Satan was messing about yesterday, yeah, Abaratazar. The Wada Yahweh, the Wada Yahawashi, right? Workman, the word workman. There was a glitch in the matrix yesterday. We couldn't look up any words, but we make up for that Abaratazar in this video. G20 and 40. Right, a workman, a labourer, usually one who works for a hire, especially an cultural worker. One who does a work. That's it. That's the idea, right? A workman, a labourer. That's who we are. Abaratazar. Let me be a soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. I ask thee. When people go in the army, when they get drafted or they volunteer to go in the army, a lot of them become disappointed, disenchanted of all there's a whole heap of wickedness that go on in armies. You hear about them stories of women getting raped, getting grabbed up, men getting grabbed up, raped, and all the experiments they do with all kinds of things with their juki jab and all that. And people they can't wait to get out. Some of them have to wait to get out. Some of them do a runner. They do a runner to leave the army because they're disappointed in, they wanted to be a patriot for their country. They become disenchanted and disappointed, and they end up becoming an absconder. Well, there's another word. An absconder, a runaway, a stowaway, whatever. You know the point I'm making. Because they don't like being in the army, and they get treated so badly. But this army is the best army. Yahawashi Mashiach, workmen that needed not to be ashamed. Is that the one? That's all, right? So yeah, studies, look at study. G47 and 04. Studying, putting the work in, right? That's part of doing the work, yeah? Give diligence, endeavor, to haste, make haste, exert oneself, yeah? In any army, they encourage you to exert yourself, especially when you're going through those training regimes to pass your test, to get your certificate, to become a soldier, a grand soldier, or an air force, to join the air force, that's the air, or a Navy SEAL, that's to be in the sea, to control the sea. Different parts of being a soldier. Air Force, Sea, Navy SEAL, which covers the sea, Grand Soldier, which covers the ground. Green Berets and all those different type of soldiers. Navy SEALs, and specialized special forces, right? So if you want to be in any of those special forces, right, and they class themselves as special if they pass their test and allowed to become one of those. They see themselves as special because they join the special forces to be a patriot for their country. But now, what's more special than being about this here truth? A soldier for Yahawashi Mashiach, to use speed, to make effort, to prompt, give diligence. That's the word study. Enough said on that. I'm just curious about this.
Strong's G 4704. Spudadzo.
Right. How you pronounce that there? Yeah, that somewhat. And I'm gonna butcher it, but that's the point. Right? To exert oneself. And that's what we Abaratazar we're doing. Right? But always remember, the race is not for the swift, but who can endure it. So be what's the word that Peter used? There's a word patience, but there's another one. If that word comes to me, another word. Be the one. But not to wear yourself out. Bros may know the word I'm trying to say. So that's it, man. Right, now let's get to this one here. Yeah, therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of a Mashiach. Endure hardness as a good soldier. Yeah, we're the soldiers of Yahawashi, man. If we endure to the end, we're going to get that. Abarazar, the crayons, G47 and 57. We endure the temptation, the hour of temptation. Speaks about that also in Revelation, the book of Revelation. If we endure the hour of temptation, we're going to get those crowns, man. Right? And the hour of temptation is when they start to implement the MOTB to make it mandatory with all different ways and temptations, the hour of temptation. They're going to use temptation, they're going to use so-called miracles as it makes mention of that in Revelation 13. They're going to say, we got the cure for your, whatever it is, your leg, whatever condition you may have, whatever fall in the flesh you may have, they're going to make it enticing, appear to be enticing. So we're soldiers, and we Abarazar, we endure to the end, right, and resist the hour of temptation that is going to come about shortly now. Yeah, in this hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, every day we're getting closer to it, right? To resist all the temptations, the hour of temptation. To do that, you need to be a soldier, a champion of the cause of Mashiach. I don't see that. I need to say no more, man. A champion of Yahawashi Mashiach, and what the champions of the Mashiach do, and what did they receive? Book of Revelation goes into that. Revelation 3 goes into that. Revelation 21, Revelations, all throughout the book of John as well, receiving the crowns. John chapters 16 and 33, it says, have no fear, right? Yahawashi has received his crown. He has conquered the world. We Abarazar, just follow the lead, follow Yahawashi, his blueprint, and the elders and the apostles follow the lead, follow the blueprint. There you go, man. Abarazar, we can be champions of the cause of Yahawashi Mashiach and receive the crowns also. But we really have to be soldiers first and foremost. First and foremost, that's why we're looking at the book of 2 Timothy 2, right? Making the point, soldiers of Yahawashi Mashiach. Let me see something here. Let me just see something here. Let's go into some of the translation here. And this is a good work exercise for me, a word exercise for me. You know, getting your head wrapped around. I am making up for lost time, but this is a work that is worthy, right? Endure hardness. Endure hardness. Let me go to the translation. We looked at that already. Yeah. So NLKJV says, "You therefore must endure hardship as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach." Right? Hardships, man. Yeah. The hour of temptation is approaching, and this is the training. This is going to give us the muscle memory. All the thorns in the flesh that we may be contending with, and fighting to endure, to keep our heads above water. You know, it's like a jungle sometimes. Sometimes it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. You know that song, and that's how we feel sometimes. But we've got to do what? Endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. Endure suffering along with me. Right? If you're suffering, you're in good company. Yeah? Talking about Yahawashi here. Endure suffering along with me as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. Yeah, man. Right? So if you want to be in the special forces, there's no more higher special forces. We looked at that in Romans 13 as well yesterday. Right? All authority is placed there under Yahawashi, the ultimate authority. Yahawashi. Right? He's the ultimate authority, and we are institutionalized under him. A beautiful thing. Join with me in suffering like a good soldier of a Mashiach. Right? Mashiach Yahawashi. Yeah, the united one. So you're in good company, Yakim. Never forget that you're in good company if you're suffering. The suffering of the the truth, for the truth's sake, for the truth's sake. There you have it, okay, man. Yeah, study to show thyself approved. Yeah, study to means to be diligent. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahawashi, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah, let's go back over some of these precepts. This time it let me get into some of my words, right? Yeah, all praises to Yahawashi Messiah. The little hiccup we had yesterday with the computer. Right now, let's go over this. Ephesians 2:10. For we are his workmanship, created in a Mashiach, Yahawashi, unto Yahweh's works, good works, which Yahweh hath therefore ordained that we should walk in them. Just one, ordained. As a matter of fact, there's a couple workmanship. We looked at workman, now workmanship. G4151. Yeah, workmanship, that which has been made, a work of the works of God as creator. See if I can try see this pronunciation here. Ho ho ma. You know, it's always difficult learning a new language. It's always difficult, but where there's a will, where you've got to just keep on trying at it, keep on bashing at it, like the workmen in the goldsmith them. The goldsmiths, the shoes, the horseshoe smiths, the locksmiths. When you see them, they're going at it, man. That little visual here. I was looking at this. I'm gonna use one of these as here they are. Look, they just keep bashing at it and bashing at it and bashing at it and bashing at it. The goldsmiths, all of them. You know what I mean? All the goldsmiths, the works, the horse smith, the horseshoe smiths. They just stay on it, stay on the case. There you go. Just keep bashing at it until you get it right, man. That's us. That's us there, right? But we soldiers for Yahawashi, institutionalized for Yahawashi, which is a beautiful thing. To work of the work of Yahweh, of the works of Yahweh as creator. Right? Another word. Yeah, have before ordained, right? The elect have been predestined, or another word here, ordained. G4282. Ordained. Have we been ordained from birth? Right? That's the question. If you have been, you was there with him. The time he formed the earth, he created the earth, the angels. He was given the blueprint by Yahweh. The angels was given the blueprint, and they formed the earth, right? And the angels are the elect who are back here, right? And we want to be the of those, the hope, which we call ourselves the hopeful elect. We were with him. The hopeful elect were with him from creation, right? Now they're not this word here, to prepare before, to make ready beforehand, right? So we were there, man. Now we're back here, building the temple again, the lively stones, the stones. Now we're here in the forms, the angels. We were back there with Yahweh, right? The angels were accompanying, who was given the blueprint to form the earth, the animals, the blueprint, the firmaments, yeah, the ozone layer, the waters, the depth of the waters, the depth of the dark depth, right? The black matter, right? We're there, the angels. Now we're back here, right? As lively stones in the flesh, rebuilding the temple of Yahawashi, right? Abarazah, yeah, the hopefully elect, to prepare before, to make ready beforehand. Praises to Yahawashi Messiah. And we say boldly, even in our humble boasting in righteousness, we're institutionalized. Since I've been hearing that word, it's just stuck with me. Institutionalized. The people get institutionalized. In prison, they spend a lot of time in prison. We looked at the meaning of the word. Orphanages in care or hospitals, and they become institutionalized in a horrible way. But yeah, on the right hand side, it's beautiful. Yeah, we should. So there you have it, Akim. We've done most of the. Which I say this, Yahawashi done most of the groundwork for us. He done most of the groundwork for us. Yahawashi in the Hebrews 12. He done most of the groundwork for us. Now all we have to do, right, is follow the blueprint, and I'll keep talking about that, which because it's the truth. All we have to do now is follow the blueprints the Yahawashi Mashiach gave us. So there's another one here. We went over Ephesians 2, most of it yesterday. Now this we didn't get to go into the dedicated service because of the hiccup we had with the computer yesterday. So Romans 12:1 says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Right, man, yeah? Reasonable service. Workman, we looked at the word. Workman, just stay on it, stay on your grind, keep, like the goldsmith them, the horse smiths, all of the smiths them, the smith that makes the the weapons as well. Also in Isaiah 54:17, the smith, all the smiths, man, that make the smith that make weapons too in their workshops. Yeah, transforming and be not conformed to this world, but to be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Really let that one sink in and marinate. That's how you do that thing there. Yeah, let it sink in, let it marinate. Let me check something out here. First and foremost, I'm going to go into some of the translations. In KJV says, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Don't copy the behavior. Yeah, I like this. It sounds like the common folk language here. Right? Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let Yahweh transform you unto a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know Yahweh's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. NLT. I like that, I like that the way it's written, that one. Right? Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world. Right? You sound like a real father, talking to a young person, a teenager, growing up, and knowing that the teenager is capable of being influenced by his schoolmates. When you get to a certain age, your schoolmates, that your peers, and they call it peer pressure. So the father has to call him and let him know, which is our father letting us know, Yahawashi, right? Yahawashi letting us know. Don't copy the behavior and the customs of this world, envy not the oppressor, right? And choose none of his ways. But let Yahweh transform you unto a new person. Yeah, we are going to be transformed ultimately, right? We're getting those new bodies, but we're being transformed now, even in this body, right? Learning the ways, the characteristics, we're taking them on, and the mind of Yahawashi, even in this perfect flesh, which is leading us to salvation, leading us to Abarazah, getting beamed up in the chariots, where we ultimately get the ultimate change, transformed. Yeah, we're going to get into that word as well. Yeah, transform unto you a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know Yahweh. You can know the mind of Yahweh, right? The mind of Yahawashi Mashiach. His elect can, right? To answer. Who can know? His elect can. And we're doing it now, right? The hopeful elect. Yeah, will for you, Yeah, to know Yahweh's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. One more. NIV. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is good and pleasing and perfect. All of them are good. This was my favorite, the NLT. All of them were good. So right now we want to just look at the one word here, transform. This don't have to be no long video. We're getting back into the words, which is helps you to understand sentences, form sentences even better, and understand the Bible better. Looking at these words. And when you break down the scriptures, you know what you're talking about, because you know the meanings in the Greek, the Hebrew, and also in the Old English, the Latin. So, you're standing on truth, yeah? This is truth, 100% truth, right? Which we learn from our elders and apostles of GMS, right? Conformed, G47 and 64. So we don't want to be conformed, but we are being conformed though to Yahawashi Mashiach as institutionalized. We're conformed, and it's good, right? Conform oneself, one's mind, character to another's pattern, fashion oneself, self according to, like I say, Yahawashi Mashiach, right? His ways, and ultimately so that we can really embrace the kingdom of salvation, man, to get salvation. Yeah, being beamed up in the chariots and getting the new bodies, right? It starts now, it starts here. As soldiers of Yahawashi Mashiach. Yeah? Soldiers of Yahawashi Mashiach. Let me get back there and come back to that. Yeah, because when it says study to show yourself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Right? Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. And we're getting into what we are doing right now, leading us to salvation, leading us to be beamed up into the chariots. Let's get back to this again. To conform oneself, and it starts by being a soldier of Yahawashi. Conforming the mind and character to another's pattern, fashion oneself according to. How do you pronounce this here? Oh, that's a long one there. Right, that's the point though. Yeah? To fashion self according to Yahawashi Mashiach. Now, here's the last precept. We want to look at the last precept. The word here, in Isaiah 41 and 7 says, so the carpenter encourages, right, more words on the work, on words of work or workman. We spoke about the goldsmith, yeah? So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smootheth with the hammer, him that smote the anvil, saying, it is ready for the sobering, and he fastened it with nails that it should not be moved. Right? Yeah. Israel encouraged. So there you have it, the soldier carpenter, right? We saw some of these animations. I like some of these animations here. Right? This is the goldsmith. But the carpenter, they all do the same similar work, but the goldsmith naturally he works with the gold. You got the ironsmith with the iron, the carpenter with the wood. There you have it, all at their workshops, doing their thing. So we are our workshop, yeah? Day in and day out, grinding, doing videos. And it's a beautiful thing because yes, right, we don't get paid. Not like as far as, these pastors, these false pastors, extortioners, let me call them that. It's a better word, extortioner pastors. But the Most High, he takes note, man. The labor doesn't go unnoticed. The labor doesn't go in vain. Oh, and every now and then you get thrown a little, you might see a chariot, which is a booster. Like I saw my chariots them this past week, every day this week, been seeing chariots, and that's like a faith booster for you, right? And for what is to come, because the whole sky gonna be covered in chariots soon, no doubt in my mind, and the faith, and we know that through faith, and yeah, when these the prophecies are fulfilled and chariots cover the earth, he's going to start lasering the enemy, the wicked, lasering them, and then the icing on the cake when Yahawashi, the missiles, and then the icing on the cake, which I've got a video, a channel called the grand finale, and that's going to be the icing on the cake, Yahawashi's return, right? Right, that's the grand finale. One of my new channels, the grand finale, when Yahawashi returns. It's going to be the grand finale, the icing on the cake, and then we can rest. We can rest, man, of this work. But like I say, we're rested now. This is not the time for rest. This is the time to put in the grind. We saw the animation of the carpenter, the goldsmith, them right with the hammer in their hands, smoting. So that's the point, Akim Abaratazar. That's really the point, right? We also looked at Hebrews. Let's go over it again. Yeah, Hebrews 10 and 24 says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some. Right? Manner of some is but exhorting one another. Right? Yeah. The highways and the byways, meeting up, and midweek also getting together. Right? Midweek with the brotherhood, getting together where you can. Yeah, exhorting one another. You understand? The sit downs and so much more, as ye see the day drawing near, that day of the hopeful. We're in the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and building ourselves up in the faith, right? Exercising our faith, just like the man in the gym. What he does with his muscles, you got to exercise them. You got to keep on top of them so that they grow. Stay on top of them so that they grow. And that's the faith, and that's the idea. As workmen, yeah, with nothing to be ashamed of. Karla Yahawa, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kodash, because the day is drawing nearer. Right, so that's the point, Akim. This time I was able to get in, and finish the video via getting into my, doing my thing, doing the word, getting into the words, yeah? Let's end off with this one. 2 Timothy 2 and 3 says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi and Mashiach. And if we do endure, yeah, you have to be strong. And if we do endure, we will get those crowns, Abarazah, get salvation, and get beamed up into the chariot first and foremost. And then comes the others. But we're laying the groundwork down, and all we got to do is follow the blueprint of Yahawashi and Mashiach, because he laid the groundwork. Right? Study to show thyself approved, Timothy 2 and 15, unto Yahweh a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. The word of put in the spirit on me to do this video. There you go. The goldsmith them doing their thing, you see? It ain't easy work. But they're doing their grind, putting in the grind. And Abarazah, we do that in the spirit of the Lord. Put in the grind, and we shall get those grinds. If we endure to the end, Abarazah. We on to the next.